Hello everyone, and welcome to ActorPlaybook's YouTube channel. I myself am an actor and am so incredibly grateful for each and every opportunity I have had to work in film, commercial, television. Acting for me is the art of breathing life into story, breathing life into a person who once existed as words on a page. So I put together this video for you with some tips if you yourself are an actor who shares that same love for the craft as I do. Tip number 1, do the work. Work. Some of you might say, how can I work? I haven't been invited to an audition. I haven't booked a role. This is where you need to change your mindset. You should be working on your craft each and every week. What are some ways you can work on your craft? For example, setting up your self-tape area and filming a scene, creating a monologue, working on the scene, doing it again, making different choices, taking different beats, watching it, seeing what didn't come through in your tape that you felt as you were recording, which choices were stronger. Show it to another actor, get feedback. This is something, again, you should be doing every week and immersing yourself in your craft. There are so many books, so many resources where you can be connected to your craft and working on it. Remember, we learn by doing, we get better by practicing. So this week, work on your craft. Tip number 2, study the human experience. I have watched so many audition tapes where actors are static in frame, delivering their dialogue. And this can work depending on the role. But a lot of times, to create a more elevated audition, an elevated role, we need to use our knowledge of the human experience. So my challenge for you is to go and next time you're at a restaurant, out getting a coffee, sitting on the train, wherever you are, watch people as they have conversations with each other. A common mistake that I see a lot of new actors, young actors make is when they are delivering their dialogue to their scene partner, they're staring directly in their eyes the whole time. And I think we have this idea that we are showing that we're listening and we're in the scene and we're paying attention if we're staring directly at the other person. But in the human experience as a person, you know that's not what humans do 99% of the time. Look and see as you're studying, does the person, how often do they look away? Do they look down? Do they scratch their head? Do they adjust their sleeve? Do they look at their watch? All of these things can add another layer to the role you are preparing. So go out, don't get yourself in trouble, do it behind sunglasses or be discreet, but watch people as they interact with each other and make notes, and each one of these you can add to your own actor playbook. So when you are crafting a performance, you can be conscious of yourself in frame when you play it back. Are you still? Or do you have these mannerisms that make us human and make your role an elevated performance? Tip number 3, hustle. Don't just sit back and expect things to happen to you. You have to go out and happen to things. We live in a time where we're so fortunate to have access to so many resources through our phones, through our computers. For example, Actors Access, Backstage, just to name a few, where you could be looking each and every day, every week, for roles to submit yourself for. Make sure you have all of your assets in order: professional headshot, resume, video. Because I've worked on films where we get upwards of 1,000 submissions for one role. And unfortunately, those without video don't make the first cut. So make sure when you're setting up your profile on these sites that you have your assets in order: headshot, resume, reel. Today, go out and look for as many rings as you can possibly find to throw your hat into. Hustle. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions at all about the video, you can message me at support@actorplaybook.com. Break a leg, everybody.